If you've been wondering, what job should I do? Then when it comes to your career and perhaps even your life, this is the first and most important question that you need to answer. However, you may be surprised to know that most people go through their entire working life without even attempting to find an answer. Now you will notice it's not asking what job could I do, it's asking what job should I do. Pretty much all the career advice that you get is dealing with the question, what job could I do? Career coaching starts with questions about your education. What subjects have you studied? What subjects were you good at? What subjects did you get good grades in? Coaches will ask you about your secondary education and then do the same for your tertiary education if you have one. If you've been working for a while, then they may ask you about your skills. What have you done? What are you good at? What skills are marketable? And finally, career coaches will go on and ask about your work experience. What work have you done? What responsibilities have you had? Are you starting to see the problem? What if none of the subjects made available to you at high school were of any interest to you? What if you were smart and therefore got good grades, even in subjects that you cared little about? What if the course you picked at university or college was more to please your parents than because you loved the subject? Or what if you picked a course knowing little about it but just couldn't figure out what you really wanted to do? What if you took the wrong job but it paid the bills, so you stuck with it? None of the traditional approaches to career coaching deal with the question, what job should I do? To answer this question properly, you have to take a different approach. You have to look inside you, not behind you. You need information about who you are, not just what you have done. If you really want to know the answer to what job should I do, you need to read your career personality report. Only your personality report can help you answer the most difficult questions you have about your career. Your report is over 20 pages long and packed full of information about you. It includes an explanation of personality psychology. It will explain who are you, what motivates you, your key strengths, what challenges you. It will talk about your ideal work environment. It will talk about what you need from your line manager, the types of colleagues you need, what pressures you at work and how you cope. It will talk about your communication style and how you cope with admin and lots more. So what is your ideal job? Well, as you've probably realised, it has nothing to do with your skills or your qualifications. Instead, it's where your work environment and your core personality are in harmony. It's the human stuff that determines your ideal job, and the answers reside inside your personality report. For example, do you know your ideal role in the team? Do you know what kind of line manager you respond best to and what will drive you out the door? Do you need time to think things through, or do you prefer to push ahead and figure it out as you go? Do you know what motivates you at a fundamental level? It's only when you can answer these questions can you identify your ideal career. Order your personality report today and discover what you need to know in order to find your ideal career.